Okay, it is the afternoon of December 24th, 2017, Christmas Eve, in the lunar cycle Misamiko Komiatos, and I thought I would give a quick update on the status of Mandy, the broken-jawed rattlesnake, in her brumation chamber, which is this little room that I'm sitting in. Mandy went into brumation almost 3 weeks ago. In 2 days it'll be 3 weeks' time. And she's been, the last little while, a little bit active. When I first put her in here, my design was to keep the temperature controlled between 10 and 15 degrees, basically by using a window. Opening and closing the window, and blocking all other, as much as I can, like blocking the door and blocking the heat vents and that kind of thing, so that there's not a whole lot of quick temperature exchange from any other route except the window. So yeah, and when I originally put her in here almost 3 weeks ago, when she hit those temperatures below 15 degrees Celsius, she pretty much went into that brumation mode, and I didn't see her. She curled up for a good week or so. But recently, like the last week, she's been very active at temperatures 10 degrees below and less. Right now, we are at 5 degrees. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about 5 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And Mandy is active. I'll open this up. See, there's Mandy. She's been pretty active this morning, which is why I figured I'd come make a video right now. But she's been like that for, anytime the temperature in here rises to about 10 degrees now. When I checked on her this morning, because I closed the window at night, of course it had risen to 10 or 12 degrees, so she was active. But I thought, well, open the window up and let the cool air come in, and she'll go back into her brumation mode. I can see my breath in here. But she hasn't. Hey, she's still active. Now, I was led to believe, or I was told by folks claiming to be experts with prairie rattlesnakes, that anything below about 6 degrees would put Mandy in danger of death. And that certainly she shouldn't be active during that time. Now, I don't find that to be the case. I'm learning a lot through my work with Mandy, not just in this brumation the last few weeks, but pretty much this whole winter as I took her in to treat her injury and this kind of thing. I'm learning a ton. And what I'm learning in this brumation period is that rattlesnakes can be active at temperatures that are pretty low. I mean, I came in here one day and it was close to 0, if not 0 degrees, and she was active. It seems like once I get it below about 5 degrees, now she goes back into inactivity. That makes it a real challenge for me. Not one that I can't live up to, but I'm going to need to keep her temperature in here now for the remaining period. She's in here for 10 weeks. That was the brumation design. And I'm thinking that now, rather than trying to keep it between 5 and or between 10 and 15 degrees, I'm going to be trying to keep it between maybe 3 and 8 degrees. I'm afraid, although it probably wouldn't hurt her, I'm afraid to go below 0. I'm sure she's exposed to below 0 in natural brumation chambers. but I'm still scared to do it. I don't want to kill her, but I don't want her starving because she's moving active all winter and not eating either. So I really have to try to get her into a more sound brumation, I think, for the remaining 7 weeks, which means I'm going to have to turn the temperature down a bit from what it has been. So I'm thinking between 2 and 8 degrees, something like that, and see if I can keep it at that. That means that I'm going to, of course, have to come and monitor a little bit more often. I've just been doing it pretty much day and night, right? So I wake up in the morning, come in here, open the window. I usually find that it's somewhere between 10 and 15 degrees when I do that. Open the window. By the end of the day, as I'm going to bed, the temperature may have dropped to anywhere between 5 and 10, maybe a little bit lower. Now, we have been getting, like today and yesterday, and it looks like it's going to continue for the next week, the outside temperatures are even colder. Like right now, I think it's about 17 degrees below zero outside. So when I open that window, it drops the temperature down rather suddenly in here. And that freaks me out too. Of course, the sudden changes in temperature between, say 2 and 10 degrees. I don't want to keep bouncing her back and forth like that, but it seems it's pretty much the only option that I have is to try to keep that temperature in a range, in a narrow range. Yeah, I don't know how else to do it. So that's what's going on with Mandy. I think she's okay. I think you know, I don't think she's in any danger, but but you know, I'm always worried about her. I'm always concerned about her, and I want to make sure that she goes through this ordeal the best way. And I don't think she needs to be active for this, and so the fact that she has been rather active is a concern. But put this video out there and see what other kind of feedback I get. Maybe somebody has some good ideas or some advice. I've been tempted, you know, when I found her quite active, I've been tempted to just bring her back upstairs and end the brumation, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, that's where Mandy is, Christmas Eve, almost 3 weeks in.